Yo yo yam yam tanum bhakta shraddhaya chitam ichchati tasya tasya chalang shraddham tameva vidadhamyaham. This is a verse from Bhagavad Gita. Does anyone know the translation of this? You can say it.
One who worships the devils.
Yeah, say it clearly so everyone can hear. You can say it in Tamil. Elsewhere in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Matasmrite Jnanam Apohanam Cha. Okay. Oh, I guess I should say that in English, that verse which you translated in Tamil. That whoever places their faith in a demigod, Krishna makes that faith very strong, achalam, immovable. But he already said it in
Yeah, he already said it.
That very strong faith they have is given by Krishna. So elsewhere in Gita, Krishna says, Matasmriti Jnanam Apohanam Cha. From me comes remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. So the topic of faith is it's one of the major topics in Bhagavad Gita. We find there's one whole chapter of Gita which is dedicated to discussion of faith within different kinds of faith within the three modes of material nature. Who knows which chapter that is? Who's studying Bhagavad Gita carefully? Chapter 17, yeah. So, therein Krishna says, Shadhamayo yang purusha, yo yach chadha sa eva saha. Everyone is Shadhamay. It means everyone operates, or they're full of faith. And one is known or is classified according to the kind of faith that he has. Trividha bhavati shraddha dehinam sasradha. There are three kinds of faith that the conditioned, embodied souls have. So this strong faith that people have, they may have in demigods, or they may have in all kinds of things. That strong faith is fortified by Krishna. I just bowed down here on the namaz rug. You don't call that namaz in Tamil? Has another? They have another word?
Muslim rug.
Yeah. Well, that's the rug that Muslims use for bowing down and offering their prayers, which are called in Urdu at least namaz. Yeah, it's probably the Arabic word. And you have translated that as namaskaram. But it's again difference of language and difference of meaning. What a Hindu thinks of by saying as namaskar doesn't mean what a Muslim thinks of by saying namaz. Namaz is only for Allah, not for anyone else. Now, one prominent feature of Islam is that generally people who are raised in Islam have very strong faith. But analyzed from Krishna's description in Bhagavad Gita of three kinds of faith, the faith they have is very much influenced by tamoguna. That on the namaz rug was the picture of Makkah. So that is of course the prime holy place of the Muslims. it's situated in a desert. So people who are born in a desert, they're not born in a desert because of pious activities. It's actually in Bhagavatam it's stated that the desert area of the earth, that the earth has deserts because of sharing the reaction of killing a Brahmana. But among Muslims in India at least, they think it's a pious activity to kill Brahmanas. So, we don't announce this too loudly because it can be quite dangerous, but or even according to the laws of the secular state, you're not supposed to say things like this. But if we analyze from the vantage point of Shastra, this is faith in Tamaguna. So we should understand. Of course, it's not holy in Tamaguna. The very idea that, or the understanding that they have that there is a supreme being, that is good. But their mode of worship is predominantly in Tamaguna. And worship of Krishna can also be predominantly in Tamaguna. That is stated by Kapila Dev in his teachings. He says that one who worships me, Kapila is Vishnu avatar, one who worships me, Kapila says, but who is unnecessarily violent and angry, who thinks himself better than others, who doesn't recognize other devotees, and who is, Srila Prabhupada translates as a separatist, Bhinnadrik, means that he has a different outlook to that of Krishna. He's worshipping Krishna, but he doesn't accept Krishna's instructions, nor is he very eager to understand them. So such a worshipper is, although worshipping Krishna, is also very deeply influenced by the lowest mode of nature. The mode of passion is also Bhinnadrik. He has a different, he worships Krishna for a different reason that Krishna wants us to worship him for. Much of what goes on in the name of religion in the world and is influenced by Rajoguna. This whole so-called civilization is powered by Rajoguna to build big buildings and have big industrial enterprises. It's all Rajoguna. Even all this sports to show our sports team is better than your sports team, or someone is. It's all this competition. It's all fueled by Rajoguna, concern with prestige and position. So people, they mostly think that religion is, well, God should give me something nice, some more money, solve my problems so I can enjoy the world nicely. And this is all the influence of Rajoguna. People in Rajoguna think that this world is meant for our enjoyment. And they think that God's function is to make this world nice for us. And they practice religion as much as it makes them feel happy on a superficial platform. And they'll pray that God, you help us win the sports game or the war or whatever. Not necessarily in a mandir. Did you say mandir?
No, mandir no.
Sorry, I heard the word mandir. They don't use that word in
அந்த விளையாட்டு செய்யற நேரம் கூட நாங்கள் அவரை வழிபடுவாங்க அந்த மக்கள் எங்களுக்கு உதவி செய்யுங்கள். அப்படி இல்லைன்னா பெரிய போர்கள் நடக்கும் போது இந்த போரில் நாங்கள் வெல்ல வேண்டும் என்ற அந்த ரீதியில் வழிபடுவாங்க.
Yeah, it can be in a temple or a church or a masjid or whatever. Then in the mode of goodness, in Sattvagun, people worship Krishna with the idea that by doing so they will be liberated from material existence. But pure bhakti means to worship Krishna out of pure attraction to him and only for his pleasure. So that is what Srila Prabhupada came to teach, what all the pure devotees teach, the highest aspiration for every living being. Savai pung sang paro dharmo yato bhaktir adhokshaje ahaitukya pratihata yayatma suprasidati. Alright. You give the translation?
The Unatamana Dharma, the Madam.
Unatamana Dharmam.
Is
Savai Pungsam, for every Pumsa, for every
Jivarasi Gadagam, Paramadharmam, Tuya Bhakti, Ahaituki, Karanamatra Bhakti, Matrum
Apratihata,
Todachyan. Ida. In the Bhakti, Enudaya Idayam, Enudaya Atma, Purnam Tripti Adayalam, in the Bhakti Mulaman.
Yeah. The highest occupation for all living beings is devotional service unto the Transcendent Lord. Such devotional service must be uninterrupted, unmotivated and uninterrupted in order to completely satisfy the self.
In the Bhakti.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay, it's all right.
Okay. So this word adhokshaja is very important, as used in this verse. In this verse, the name is given of Bhagavan as adhokshaja. This is a very important name.
In the Bhakti Nanda was like Adhokshajan. Adhokshajan.
You should know this. You should know this. It's a very important word. It means the Supreme Lord who is beyond the range of mundane sense perception. In other words, God is not as we conceive of Him, but He is as He is, and we have to learn about Him by the process of hearing from Guru, Sadhu and Shastra. What is the nature of Bhagavan? And what is our nature and our relationship with Him? So this process may extend over many lifetimes. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavang maam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. And samahatma sudurlabha?
Aridana. Sudurlabha means aridana.
Okay. So after many births, one who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, Krishna says. Such a great soul is very rare. By the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we can become fully Krishna conscious very quickly. But we shall have to apply ourselves very seriously to the process of Krishna consciousness. Okay, I think I'll finish there now because it's now past 1:30. Yeah. More this evening.
Today's program.
Yeah. 6:30.
That's in this town, is it?
Around about 40 minutes from here. 40
I
minutes.
see. Okay. Oh, so they'll all come there?
Yes.
Huh?
Mama.
Okay.
Is it? Which name?
Oh.
Om. Om Tat Sat. If you really want to say full Vedic, yes, you have to say Om Tat Sat. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Jai.